We're getting more updates coming in from Pakistan via Pakistan media and our own sources. Our investigations editor Manoj Gupta is also giving us more information on what Imran Khan is saying. And I believe he has told the Supreme Court that he doesn't want any violence. He wants elections. But his political opponents want him to be booked for instigating violence in Pakistan. And there has been unprecedented violence. Ashok Sajjanar is former Indian diplomat joining us. Mr. Sajjanar, how do you see this progressing now? What happens to this battle between Imran Khan and the rest?
Yeah, thank you very much, Shivani. You know, the way I look upon it is that both these sides have really burnt their bridges. And it is very difficult, if not absolutely impossible, for the army and for the establishment to go back. And, you know, we've seen that there are more than 120 charges that have been leveled against Imran Khan. There are so many cases that are pending. I think it will be absolutely impossible for the army to release Imran Khan at this moment. Because as it is, the the tempers are very, very high. We've seen what has been happening over the last 3 days. And, even the sort of words that have been used by the army when they were criticizing the action taken by the PTI supporters, they said what our eternal enemy was not able to do to us for 75 years. These terrorists of PTI have done it to us. So I think it is absolutely impossible for them. So, and second point here, Shivani, also to be noted is that the Supreme Court we have seen in Pakistan is highly politicized. We have seen it in the earlier case also when it was elections for Punjab and KPK. They said that, they had given suo moto. They had announced a date for the elections, and then the government of Shehbaz Sharif and the parliament, they went back and said, it cannot be done, we cannot prepare it, and so on and so forth. And this is not the task of the Supreme Court to start giving out these dates. So, Supreme Court is highly politicized. Maybe it will go back to the parliament, it will go back to the establishment, it will go back to the army. I am quite convinced that, Imran Khan will not be allowed to go scot-free.
But, this was going to be my next question to you, Ashok Sajjanar. The court has come down very heavily. And they're saying you have to release him immediately. Now, I understand the concern that you're bringing up, that if you release him, given his supporters going on a rampage earlier, even in a celebratory mood, you don't know what's going to happen. But they have to release him.
No, that's in a manner of speaking, that is true. But then they can book him under some other charge, because we have seen, even as far as the courts are concerned, Supreme Court is totally behind Imran Khan, come what may. It's like the president of the country. Also, when 1 year ago, Imran Khan was to leave his position, he would not sign that document. You recall, that is not far away, that is fresh in our memories. So because he was the one, the president is the one who owes his allegiance to Imran Khan, and he owes his position to Imran Khan. So he would not do it. Similarly is the case as far as the Supreme Court is concerned. They will not do anything or say anything. Now, the cases can go to Islamabad High Court, and from there maybe, some sort of a decision can come out. Maybe, all these possibilities. I guess the Pakistani legal experts would be able to know better. But I'm giving you the overall political perspective that I have of the situation. And that is that it will be suicidal for both Shehbaz Sharif as well as the army.
And, you mentioned Ashok Sajjanar, just stay with me because we're getting some big update coming in, and this really tells you of how the battle lines are drawn in Pakistan politically and otherwise. Mariyam Nawaz Sharif has now said, and I quote, the CJP, and she means the Chief Justice of Pakistan, should leave the post and join PTI under Imran Khan. So they have made the first big direct charge at the Chief Justice of Pakistan, the Supreme Court, about being partisan. And Ashok Sajjanar, you were referring to exactly this. Politically, it seems this is going to be taken up.
No, absolutely. I think it's going to be taken up because really the establishment and the army has its back to the wall. They were trying to sort of, get some space for themselves by making this very strong statement from the army that came. I sort of, mentioned a few phrases from that, meaning terming India as the eternal enemy. I think going forward, that is also something that we in India need to keep in mind, those who are trying to promote this Aman Ki Asha and light lamps and all that sort of things. The army considers India to be the eternal enemy. And they say the eternal enemy has not been able to do this to us, and it is the PTI terrorists who have done this. So I think they were really also, there might be sort of, there have been talk of so many conspiracy theories that even the PTI supporters were led on to sort of, go to the GHQ in Pindi or to the Corps Commander house in Lahore, etc., etc. But the fact is that all these cameras, etc., would have taken the images of all those who were involved, and that can definitely be used as evidence, as proof of treason against them. And of course, Imran Khan, when he was going for his fingerprinting, etc., for his biometrics, he had said that this is the time for all of you to come onto the streets and not stay at home. So, for instigation of all these activities, he can definitely be booked under some charge or the other. But I'm giving just, this politically, that both these sides have dug themselves into such positions that it is absolutely impossible for them to get out of it. Now, Imran Khan, through the Chief Justice of Pakistan, has fired this fresh salvo. And now we'll have to see what are the how the other side responds to it, how the army responds to it. As far as you would have heard the statement by Shahbaz Sharif also,